People used to say, "I eat what my dog eats." But now, the situation seems to have reversed. It's said that dogs have a more sensitive sense of smell, and yet the takeout meals people often buy nowadays, even the dogs won't touch them. Let's take a look at a few video clips. The stuff you're eating, even dogs won't eat it. Do you believe it? Ha! Let's test it with a dog. Today I have a sausage, and you have a sausage. Come on, where's the sausage? Not even the dog will eat it. Then, I won't eat it either. Starch sausage. Wait, you're not eating either? Even the dog won't eat it. Come on, give it a try. Eating is supposed to be a basic, important part of life. But under the Chinese Communist Party's rule, Chinese people find it increasingly difficult to navigate even this most fundamental of needs. Vegetables commonly seen on dining tables in China are often ripened using all kinds of pesticides and scientific shortcuts. Even chicken and live fish can't escape being injected with unknown chemical solutions. One netizen remarked, "It's only when mainland Chinese travel abroad, especially to Taiwan or Japan, that they get to truly taste the natural flavors of ingredients. Only then do they realize milk can actually taste rich and fragrant, that meat and seafood can be fresh and free of any strange smells, and that fruits and vegetables can be eaten raw without even needing to be washed. For people who've spent their entire lives inside the Great Firewall, they'll never truly understand what real food is supposed to taste like." A professional chef has also come forward to expose the dark secrets within the restaurant industry. Today I'm going to expose the shameless and illegal practices used by some unscrupulous vendors when making golden broth fish maw chicken. First, they boil tap water in a pot. Then, they pour in a lump of rich chicken soup paste. Guess what? That tap water instantly turns into chicken broth. Next, they add pre-steamed chicken chunks, toss in some frozen, packaged fish maw. But the soup color still doesn't look right. So then they add a few dollops of concentrated golden broth paste, stir it up, and boom, the color instantly transforms into something that looks high-end and premium. Then they season it with salt, chicken powder, MSG, and pepper. Add in some pre-cut frozen abalone, red dates, and goji berries. And there you have it. A bowl of technologically enhanced golden broth fish maw chicken is ready to serve. Without insider revelations like these, it's hard to imagine that something that looks so rich, fragrant, and nutritious could actually be loaded with synthetic additives and chemically manipulated ingredients. Around the time of the Dragon Boat Festival, many were struck by viral videos showing an oversupply of unsold zongzi. Besides the fact that many people are cutting spending due to falling incomes, choosing to buy fewer or no zongzi at all, there's another reason: shady zongzi manufacturing practices that leave people wary. Some netizens asked why their zongzi leaves dyed their glutinous rice. Today I'll expose how some dishonest vendors make their zongzi. First, they use old, poor quality, dried out zongzi leaves and pass them off as fresh ones. How do they do that? They pour copper sulfate into tap water, commonly known as blue vitriol, which is harmful to both humans and the environment. Then they boil those old leaves in the solution. After a few minutes of boiling, look at this, the parts that weren't submerged are still yellow and dry, but the parts that were in the water already turned green. Frightening, isn't it? Now we flip the leaf over. Both sides have been boiled. Compare them to the untreated ones. It's like night and day. If you leave the untreated ones to soak for a while, they'll turn green too. This is what the industry calls leaf re-greening. That's how these vendors make old, discolored zongzi leaves look fresh. Because the leaves smell off, some also add zongzi-flavored fragrance additives. Just opening the bottle gives off a strong smell. A few drops of this stuff and the aroma hits you instantly. Some clueless older folks even add borax to the glutinous rice to make it more elastic and less sticky. Absolutely foolish. Adults who consume more than 3 grams of borax can get poisoned. 15 grams can be fatal. This is a dangerous practice that must be stopped. Now let's wrap zongzi using green leaves and borax-treated glutinous rice. Let's see how they turn out. Once they're steamed and unwrapped, you'll see. They look exactly like the ones that netizens were complaining about in their photos. These greened leaves shed dye, and the borax in the rice causes clumping while making it non-sticky. It turns out that even something as seemingly innocent as zongzi has been contaminated by toxic tricks and deceptive practices. Pickled chicken feet are a favorite snack for many, but the truth behind them is also quite disturbing. Unscrupulous vendors start with low-quality frozen chicken feet, cheap and full of defects. Mine here are just for demonstration, they're still decent. But many are yellowed or just filthy. To make them look better, they soak them in hydrogen peroxide and then add caustic soda, also known as sodium hydroxide. This chemical reaction helps bleach and preserve the chicken feet. Then they add swelling agents. These make the thin, scrawny chicken feet puff up like a skinny person turning fat. Let's soak them for a few hours and see what happens. 6 hours later, look at these, they're plump and ghostly white. Compare them to untreated chicken feet, totally different. Then they pour out the chemicals, rinse with water, boil them. Now the feet aren't as puffy or white, but still not natural looking. After boiling, rinse again, trim the nails, and cut them. Next, mix them with chopped chili, garlic paste, salt, sugar, MSG, soy sauce, vinegar, spicy sauce, etc. Some vendors go further, adding pickled chicken foot flavor powder to enhance aroma and flavor. Others add weight boosters and preservative agents. These often include sodium triplophosphate and sodium dihydroacetate. These additives keep the chicken feet fresh looking for days, even unrefrigerated. Didn't sell today, no problem. Sell it tomorrow or the day after. These are supposed to be used at 1% volume, but overuse can pose serious health risks. For the pickled flavor, some will just toss in a few real pickled chilies for show, then add flavor concentrate to fake the rest of the tangy spice. Throw in a few lemon slices, stir it all up, marinate for a few hours, and that's what gets sold. One food delivery driver, having apparently seen too many ugly truths behind the scenes, shared what he witnessed. As someone who delivers food for a living, there are some meals I truly feel ashamed to deliver. I've seen BBQ joints prepare meat by laying out frozen cuts straight from the fridge, right out in the open on the ground in broad daylight. In the summer heat, flies and mosquitoes happily buzz all over them. The colors, some white, some red. If you ever saw that meat, I promise you wouldn't eat the delivery. The owner, wearing filthy black gloves, just sprinkles seasoning right on them. Some restaurants don't even wash their vegetables properly. Just slap them around a bit, rough chop, and straight into the wok they go. I've seen juice vendors test their smoothies by drinking straight from the blending cup, then top it off and serve it to the customer. Expired snacks and food products also get recycled by shady operators in one factory. I personally witnessed a shocking process of resource reuse. Crates of expired food, everything from puffed snacks to biscuits, cakes, candies, chocolate, and dried goods, were dumped into a giant machine. With a low rumble, it crushed them into fine granules, which were then ground into uniform powder. And here's the shocking part, these powders are reused, repurposed to create new products. Waste transformed into treasure. Efficient and even eco-friendly.